Hello and welcome back to my shed, and welcome to another video where I'll be fumbling around in here trying to fix something. And so lately I've been buying things from a liquidation website. They mainly sell Amazon returns, usually customer returns, but it could be stuff that's like gone past its shelf life, or it will be the stock from Amazon sellers that no longer sell with Amazon, but rather than shipping the stuff back, they ship it off to these websites. So today I've got this, which is an LED light. So mainly I buy stuff that I like, and 9 times out of 10 it works, but in this case it doesn't, and this is an item that I wanted for the house. It's listed as a dimmable LED ceiling light, and the selling price on Amazon, and you'll still find it today, is £30.40, and I paid £4.62 plus a little bit of VAT, which is 20% at the moment, so £46.86. Well, I don't know, £5.40, something like that. So I've bought it for the house, and I put it on the ceiling, and it just started flickering bit strangely, but after a few minutes it came on and it stayed on, but then it wouldn't work with the remote control. There's an infrared sensor and it weren't picking it up, but I know the remote control was working because another set of lights was picking up the signals from my remote. So here's the remote. I don't know if it will show in the camera. Let's have a... You can just about see the infrared flashing on it. So what I'll do is wire this up, plug it in, and then see if I can replicate what was happening before. Now, for some reason they don't tell me which is live and which is neutral. I presume black would be neutral and white would be live. I presumed wrong. It was written somewhere, but not in the instruction book. Not on the back of there either. I can't remember where it was written. But anyway, black is live, white is neutral. So this is just a lead with a plug on the end. So it's just 240. I'm gonna redo that. So yeah, as I was saying, it's just 240 volt feed. If I now turn it over, and we'll see now if it replicates what it was doing when it was wired in the house. So switch on now. Okay, good. So nothing's happening. That's what was happening in the house. So I went outside and turned the electric supply off again and turned it back on and walked in, and it was flickering. So I'll just switch it on and off a few times and see if I can get it flickering. One thing I don't know is if this fuse works in here. Okay, so it's not coming on, so I'm going to check that it is wired up properly. So I'm on AC. I'm just going to go across the live and the neutral. There we go. Yeah, 240 volts. I'll just keep switching it off and on again. Oh, there we go. Disco time. And now, after a couple more, it should just start working. We did before. Leave it on a few seconds. My theory is that there's a capacitor in here somewhere that isn't quite doing what it's supposed to. Oh, are we there yet? We're there? Yeah, we're there now. So now it should work as intended now. Switch it off, switch it back on. I get a white light, then off. Oh, see, it weren't doing the flashes before. Once it came on, it was on. Yeah, so once it was on, and I could just cycle it through white light, warm light, and the one in the middle, and then it went to a dim white light. Just seems to be doing that flashing now. That looks like the bit dim white. Can't see on screen. It's showing up. There's yellow, or warm. There's the bright. Okay, so I'll switch off. And I'll unplug it as well. So I know we're safe. And I think there's going to be a problem with the LED driver. There's possibly something else wrong with the infrared receiver. I think the first thing to do is just see if I can get inside this happy little fella. How happy it is. It shouldn't be difficult by the looks of it. I'm in. Now on this board, first thing I see is it says neutral on the black wire. And it says L on the white wire. On the white wire. So I'm just going to swap these over. Okay, so white is now live. I'm going to put these away. And switch on. Okay, we've gone to nothing. This seems to be exactly what it was doing before. Quick check once again that the 240 is coming in as it should. Yes, it is. Oh, it was starting to work. I think it's having trouble charging a capacitor up. It's doing that flickering still. And the remote doesn't work still. No, it's still flickering. Okay, let's unplug it again and have another look. Just trying to look at the rating on this capacitor. It's 400 volts, 33 microfarads. So let's see if that's actually holding any charge. I don't think it will be. So now in voltage DC. 600 millivolts. Okay, it's not shorted. Just going to do a little bit of continuity testing on, I think that's ground. That's ground. Yep. Okay. That says resistor, doesn't it? That's not a cap, it's a resistor. Right, a little bit of a loss. I've been round and measured the diodes. They seem to be working right. There's no shorts on these ICs. The resistors are fine. These two resistors are fine. This one's a fuse apparently. It's a 1 ohm, but it says FU at the bottom. Yeah, not too sure if it means fuse or something else. Does that cap look alright? I'm not sure now if that cap looks okay or not. I'll just check between there, see if there's a short. Actually, I'm on ohms at the moment, so $54 kiloohms. Yeah, there is. Okay. This looks black at the bottom, but it could just be that it's not wrapped at the bottom. I think what I'm going to do to begin with is take this big one off, because I want to measure that. It's a capacitor, 31.2 microfarads, yeah, 33 microfarads. So that's fine then. Pop that back in. I'm going to remove the dodgy looking cap. Yeah, I think it's going to be alright actually. We'll give it a go. A 21 microfarad capacitor. ESR 1.4K. A hundred, and that's saying 21. It's supposed to be 100. Let me test that again. It is still hot. I'm going to let that cool down for a minute. So whilst I'm waiting for that one to cool down, I've got a 16 volt 100 microfarad capacitor here. And I'm just going to test that one, just to make sure that it's not my reader that's actually wrong. That's 100 microfarad. I don't know what this means though. ESR 0.7, VLOS 2.5. 70 ohms. 70 ohm, 0.7 ohm. This is the supposedly bad one. 21 microfarad. And the ESR is 0.14, so whatever, that to me seems to be wrong. Let's see if I can get them holes clear now. Okay. Then the stripy side is the negative side. The positive side has also got a longer leg. So the long leg goes in there. Oh dear. Okay, that's on me. I missed the soldering, but it's done. Well, these side cutters are rubbish. I've got new ones, but they're in the house at the moment. Good enough. Quick clean on there. I didn't use any flux, but there'll be a bit in the solder itself, so there we go. So I'm going to pop it back into its little case. So plug it back in. And hope for the best. Do I think it's going to work? No, I don't. I think maybe it might, but maybe this remote still won't. Let's have a look. Okay, alright. Okay. That's how it's supposed to work. Let's go off again and change the colour. Yeah, that's a warmer white. That's bright. And that's the dim white. Okay. So now turn it off with the remote. That works as well. I seriously did not expect that. So we can go dimmer, can we? Or is that as dim as it goes? Oh, that's just changing the colour temperature. That's nice. And then the brightness. That's nice. And off. And I'm happy. One tiny little cap. I guess that it came from China. It probably tested okay in the factory, I don't know. I mean, it did come on. Maybe the cap's just deteriorated over the bit of time that it's took to get from China to here and sat on the shelf for who knows how long. But anyway, it's done now. It can go up. I'm happy. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time I'm in my shed. Cheers now.